Hello, 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 hello. Sí, testing, testing. A ver si voy subiendo. Ya, creo que es mejor así. Así tengo el volumen más alto. Porque me distraigo mucho, si no, con... Welcome, class of 2029. Make some noise if you're excited to start your IE journey today. And make some noise if you're excited to be studying in Segovia. It really is, it's such a beautiful campus, as you can see, so you're very, very lucky. Welcome, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Elisa. I'm the Director of Campus Life here at IE. And it's really such a special day for all of us working at the university as well today, because this marks the start of you officially becoming an IE student. So I wanted to take a moment to pause and really soak this moment in. So I'm going to ask you all to take a deep breath right now, all together. Nice. Very great. Today you're probably feeling nervous, a bit overwhelmed maybe with all the new faces and wondering if you're going to make friends, lifelong friends over the next couple of days. But it's important to realize that you're here, and that's already half the work. You're starting your IE journey, and the next 4 or 5 years will be full of change, but this is your time. So it's worth taking that moment to pause and to breathe every once in a while as you're starting this next chapter, and thinking not just about what you want out of it, but also who you want to be during the process. And remember, you're not alone. In fact, there's a whole group of people doing the exact same thing as us, just a train ride away. So let's see if Madrid can hear us.
And the next 4 or 5 years this is gonna be your home, and also for the rest of your life. So it's worth pausing as you start this next chapter and thinking about what you want out of it, and also who you want to be. Those are 2 crucial questions that you have to answer in the next few days and that are going to be together with you. And remember, you are not alone in this journey. There's all the staff of the university that is always going to be available for supporting your journey with us. And also, it's 1 train away from us. There's a group of people that are doing exactly the same. So, Segovia campus, can you hear us right now?
Hi, Saul. Yes, we can. How's it going over there? Hi, IE Tower.
Hello, hello. Everything just fine. Thank you very much, Elisa. Just starting the ceremony around here.
Very nice. Hey, Segovia, let's show the spirit that you have, and let's make some noise so that Madrid can hear you.
Wow. Wow. Okay, we can do that better than them. Madrid, how are we?
Amazing spirit over there as well, Saul. Amazing spirit over there, Saul. Really great to see.
Absolutely. Well, we're looking forward to go to visit you, Elisa, and to try the best cochinillo in the world. I hope you'll be prepared for us.
Thanks so much, Saul. Yes, it's true that Segovia is very well known for the best cochinillo in the entire world. So for those of you who do not know yet what cochinillo is, we'll let you research that on your own so that you can have a good idea of the culinary specialties. That's one of the great things about the IE undergraduate campuses is that there are two amazing cities, Segovia and Madrid, to explore with amazing activities and also the amazing food. And so Saul will definitely be coming to Madrid also for the amazing student events over there that are happening. I know that IE Day is coming up, for example, on September 17th. So we'll see you there at the IE Tower.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to keep getting to know each other better. We're going to have in this live event. And, well, see you later, Lisa.
See you later, Saul. Enjoy the ceremony, everyone. Take care. Amazing. So we're going to get things started over here in Segovia as well. And today we have, we're very lucky because we have 5 very special speakers with us. First, join me in giving a very warm welcome to the rector of IE University, Salvador Carmona.
Many thanks, Elisa. And dear students of the classes of 2029 and 2030, welcome to IE University. As rector of IE University, this is truly my happiest day of the academic year, the day I welcome you to your university journey. Please join me in giving yourselves a well-deserved round of applause. Thank you. During the admission process, we recognize your outstanding achievements, academically and else. We look for evidence of your intellectual curiosity, and most importantly, we were convinced that all and each of you have something to add to your generation. I assure you, we made no mistakes in admitting you to IE University. Please, let me take a moment just to thank the head of admissions, Patricia Lozano, for this outstanding job. We also recognize that you had many other excellent options, and I am sincerely grateful to yourselves and your families for choosing IE as the place to pursue your university education. We feel honored and humbled for this decision, and please make sure we won't let you down. IE is a knowledge generation institution, which is highly regarded by our peers from around the world. Throughout your time here, you will see that our faculty, both full-time and adjunct faculty, do not simply repeat what is written in the textbooks. They bring you the latest developments in their fields. Concerning our full-time faculty, they have earned their doctorates in the best universities in the world. For the 2025-2026 academic year, for this academic year, we opened 31 full-time faculty positions, and we received 2,063 applications. That is nearly 70 applications per position. And these applications were coming from the best universities in Europe. And in the universities in Europe, United States, Asia, Australia, and so forth. Best universities. So that spells about, what is the quality of IE University as it's perceived by our peer institutions from around the world. After a rigorous selection process, we welcome our new faculty members from institutions such as Harvard, MIT, Stanford, or the London School of Economics, just to name a few of them. So you can imagine where people are coming here. Alongside our full-time faculty, our adjunct and visitor faculty are recognized leaders in their professions. These are high-profile practitioners, CEOs, partners, consultants, senior executives, who will introduce you cutting-edge developments in their fields. And these cutting-edge developments will advance what is going to appear in textbooks in 5 or 6 years. This early exposure will allow you to anticipate future trends and give you a competitive advantage in the job market. This is something which is fully demonstrated by international rankings, prestigious international rankings. For instance, IE University ranks number 18th in the world in the latest Global Employability University Ranking and Survey conducted by Times Higher Education, which gathers information from international companies from around the world. Therefore, I encourage you to fully engage with this outstanding community, full-time and adjunct faculty, because this will help you to develop your curiosity and will make you the best professionals. Internationality. Internationality has been part of the DNA of institutions of higher learning from the Middle Ages, since the beginning of the first university in the world, in the University of Bologna in Italy. And our university is also widely recognized for its international outlook, a key asset for your social, academic, and professional growth. As our head of admissions, Patricia Lozano, will elaborate later, your class is formed by more than 2,500 students, and is highly diverse and highly international. Therefore, I encourage you to take advantage of this extraordinary environment in IE, a true agora of global perspectives. This diversity will enrich your university life and will exert a lasting impact on yourselves. In addition, you'll benefit from our network of over 300 international partner institutions. As potential students willing to spend a semester abroad during your third or your fourth year at the university, please take advantage of this wonderful opportunity. And please kindly note from this moment that this process is extremely competitive. And selection is made on the basis of your GPAs. Concerning pedagogy, and without entertaining much of your time, at our university we emphasize why everything we teach, rather than just moving from one concept to another concept without context. What we do is that we focus on why it matters and how it will benefit your professional development. This philosophy is a core differentiator of our university. In our experience, it enables students to develop a deep and meaningful understanding of their academic journey. From the very beginning, please be aware that our university is fully committed to fostering a culture of effort and integrity. You know the usual saying, quote, "A student who cuts and pastes a history paper should be enrolled in a cutting and pasting class and not in a history class," unquote. We take academic honesty very seriously. Let me be clear, our university employs advanced tools to detect cheating and plagiarism. Students who choose shortcuts over genuine learning and violate our ethical standards will face very, very serious consequences, such as suspension or expulsion. This year, our university is launching a new bachelor degree program in political science, reaffirming in this way our commitment to a broad interdisciplinary approach to education. This program has received outstanding approval and evaluations from accreditation agencies, and I want to thank our faculty and staff for this great job. I'm sure the bachelor degree program in political science will become a reference, a benchmark in the field. In addition to new programs, we are fully committed to provide you, our students, with the best learning environments, as is the case with this campus. This campus, as you can see, combines art, history, innovation, and technology. In a similar vein, we are also launching the Creative Campus in the Mansilla Palace in downtown Segovia, which will be the hub in the future during this academic year for architecture and design studies. To close, please let me offer 5 pieces of advice to guide you through your university years. Number 1, work hard. Number 2, be curious. Number 3, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Number 4, be kind. And most importantly, number 5, dream big. In short, take the road less traveled, the one that demands critical thinking and leads to a more holistic view of the world. Be assured, the years ahead will be among the most memorable of your life. Enjoy the journey, and please don't hesitate getting back to us for whatever support we could provide. Anytime. Please, don't be shy. Anytime. As Steve Jobs once said in a similar ceremony, referring not to food, but to intellectual curiosity, stay hungry. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Salvador. Next up, we have our amazing Executive Director of Undergraduate Admissions, Patricia Lozano. Let's please welcome her to the stage.
Thank you, Lisa. Dear students, distinguished rector and staff, on behalf of the admission and recruitment teams, I'm honored and proud to welcome you to IE University and to this opening ceremony 2025. Today marks a milestone in your lives, and I imagine that you are feeling a mix of emotions. I don't know if it works. Okay. So some of you may be anxious. I'm sure that many of you nervous. Some of you may be scared. And probably all the feelings together at the same time. That's also perfectly fine. But embrace those feelings, because you are about to begin a transformative journey and a transformative stage of your life. Today, you will meet people who will become your closest friends, some like family, professor who will guide you and challenge you, classmates who may one day become your business partners, co-founders, or colleagues. This day is about you and about the journey you're about to begin. So let's start by acknowledging the incredible community you are journeying. Look around. Each person here is entirely unique. And it's that diversity, that variety of perspectives that makes IE University not just excellent, but exceptional. Last year, a school counselor in Cape Town told us, IE is for students who are truly ready to fly. Well, you will soon understand why. Let's pause to recognize what you have achieved and allow yourself to be proud. You have completed an important academic journey, your high school years, with resilience and dedication. You stood out in a highly selective admissions process. You are now part of a world-class, purpose-driven university. And remember, many people dream of being here today, so make the most of this opportunity. Don't take it for granted. Congratulations to you and to your families, parents and guardians. Their support was essential to this moment. Students, take a mental note. Gratitude goes a long way. And now that we know what you are capable of, our expectations are high. Let's talk about you, our truly global class of 2029-2030. Over 2,500 students, 89% international, 11% from Spain. And 122 nationalities contributing to the total of 142 nationalities at IE University. More in detail, if we are looking from the place where you were living, 40% come from European countries, 15% were already living in Spain, 15% are coming from Latin America, 11% from North America, 14% from Middle East and Africa, and 5% from Asia. The top 5 countries, Spain, US, France, Italy, and Germany. And your academic background is just as diverse. 35% are graduated by the IB diploma, 20% with the American high school diploma, 3% with the Spanish baccalaureate, and we have over 80 different educational systems represented in the class. By the way, if you need to contact the admissions department for your homologation process, please remember to do it. This is a very balanced class, also in terms of, This is a very balanced class also in terms of gender. 50% are female and 45% are male. And we have a very talented class also in terms of activities. We have students that are incredible entrepreneurs, highly performance athletes, fashion bloggers, math Olympiad winners, model of United Nations, and so much more. These numbers are impressive, but they don't show the full picture. There is so much more beyond the data. Your story, your voice, your journey, that's what will shape the next 4 or 5 years. Your passions, your challenges, your friendship, your growth, this is what will bring life to our classrooms, campuses, and community. So discover Madrid and Segovia. Both will be your home. Your experiences here will shape your education as much as your lecture will. As you've seen, IE is a place where the world comes together. So take this chance to step outside your borders and what you know, cultural, linguistic, and personal. Ask your peers how things are done in their countries. Be curious, be open, be generous. To our Spanish students, help your new classmates. Feel them at home. Share our culture, our language, our warmth. And I would like to close with a very relevant final note. Success is not just about careers of grade. It's about balance. Don't forget people who have been with you from the start. A call, a photo, a short message to someone who loves you can mean the world, no matter where you are. Also, don't forget to take care of yourself. Your well-being matters, and it's not a destination. It's a way of life. You are now part of our IE family. We are here to support you, to challenge you, and to walk alongside you. We couldn't be more excited to see what this class will achieve. You are what makes IE University extraordinary. We are lucky to have you. So welcome to IE University, welcome to your journey, and welcome to the class of 2029, 2030. Let's make it unforgettable. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Patricia. Before we proceed to our next speaker, I wanted to just make a few announcements about the upcoming dates to have in mind for all of you. And we'll go in chronological order. So just to be aware, you will be having a club fair here in Segovia on Monday. It should be in your agendas already from 12 to 4. And it's an amazing opportunity to really connect with a bunch of different student leadership teams. Since we have a lot of interest in law and international relations here today, with a show of hands, how many of you have participated in your high schools or before coming to IE in moot court or in Model United Nations? So the show of hands, wow, the majority of you. Okay, that's amazing to keep in mind because on Monday, you'll be able to get to know some of the law clubs. There's the debate club that organizes Model UN simulations as well. There's international delegations that go to things like Harvard, Model UN, et cetera. So do keep an eye out and get to know them. It's a great opportunity. The club fair won't have all the clubs there, but there are, for you to know, there are over 200 clubs at IE, so there's bound to be something that interests you, and there really is something for everyone. Out of those 200 clubs, there are an average of about 2,500 student-led events during the school year, just in 1 year, okay? So there's not, we don't believe in boredom here at IE. There's no lack of things to do, and it can be a little bit overwhelming at first, but we're here to help guide you along the way to make sure that you really have a lot of opportunities. Great, so I'm just getting the news that we can move on with our next speaker. So without further ado, I'm very delighted to introduce Natalia Canales, Senior Associate Director for our Student Services team, which is the team dedicated to making your transition to life in Spain as smooth and stress-free as possible. So everyone, a big hand for Natalia.
Thank you, Elisa. Good afternoon, everyone. Very nice to see some familiar faces and many new faces. I'm very excited to be here today. Not so long ago, I was sitting exactly where you are, feeling very nervous and very excited. Hopefully you are now not as nervous and feeling very excited. I actually graduated from Law and International Relations, so hopefully some of you are in the same situation as I was some years ago. Okay, so as Elisa was saying, I'm part of the Student Services team. We're here to help all of you with everything related to relocation to Segovia and immigration. We've heard how international this cohort is already, so most probably many of you will be needing our assistance. I'm only going to steal a bit less of 5 minutes from you, so the first thing I need from all of you is to get your phones out. As you probably and hopefully already know, all of our international students have to register upon arrival here in Spain with the Spanish authorities in order to comply with all the legal requirements and immigration requirements. EU students, I know many of you, as Patricia was saying, hold EU nationalities. You are very lucky. You did not have to process a visa in order to arrive to Segovia and to Spain, but you do have to register. You have to process and gain something called your NIE card, which is going to be your residence permit here for your next 4 to 5 years in Spain. Please QR that code to get all of the instructions of how to get this EU NIE card. If you have any questions, you can always step by our offices. Non-EU citizens. You've already gone through the worst process and the most complicated process. If you're here, it's hopefully because you already hold a student visa. Congratulations on getting that done. You're almost there with all your immigration process, but there's still an extra step you have to do. The first thing, if you have not done so yet, please upload a copy of your visa to the onboarding platform. This is essential and mandatory so that we can help you with your next steps. In order to upload the copy of your visa, please QR the first code you can see in the screen. The next step after that is to go to your fingerprinting appointment in order to get the NIE card. In order to get the instructions for that fingerprinting appointment for your NIE card, please QR the second code. Once again, Student Services Department is here to help you. We're on the second floor if you have any further questions. Resources and things we can help you with. As I was saying before, we help you with everything related to relocation. So if you need to open a bank account in Segovia, we have agreements to help you with 2 bank accounts here in Segovia, Santander and La Caixa. If you need to open a phone account, you can step by our office. We can give you SIM cards and eSIM cards so that you have your Spanish phone as soon as possible. If you still have not sorted out your housing, if you still need a residence or an apartment, please come and talk to us as soon as possible so we can help you with that. If you need any other questions, as I was saying before, please step by our office on the second floor. You can also QR this code. It will send you to a guide where you can find all of our different resources, all the different contact information, so on and so forth. Finally, before I leave, please all QR this code. We're offering some landing sessions on the 15th of September. They're going to be here on campus. We have our few sessions going on in the morning and in the afternoon so that you don't have to miss class. And here is the perfect opportunity where we will be able to solve all of your questions concerning your registration process. We will go through the whole process of getting your EU NIE cards and the non-EU NIE cards. So it's a perfect opportunity to come so that we can solve all of your questions and doubts. That's it from my side. Enjoy this week. You'll remember it forever. Enjoy the 4 weeks, 4 years that are coming for you, 4 or 5 years. I can still remember when Salvador some years ago told us that this was going to become our alma mater, and for sure IE has become mine. So good luck and enjoy it and take the most of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Natalia. Very important information for all of us to keep in mind as you're starting your adventures here in Segovia. So before we move on to our next speaker, another day that we already mentioned at the beginning with Saul is IE Day. And it's all about the IE spirit. So for all of you to get used to, you know, your blue spirit here at IE with the school colors. It's the day we dress with blue, and we have a lot of different festival-type celebrations at the IE Tower. So just make sure to mark your calendars for the 17th of September. We'll have buses going from here in Segovia to Madrid. Okay, and I'm hearing from Madrid that we are now ready for our next speaker, who's connecting all the way from the tower. So we're now going to hear more about well-being, an essential part of your journey here at IE. So for this part, we will now connect with Saul again. Let's see if Saul can hear us.
Hello,
Hi.
hello. Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Hi, Saul. Good to see you again. How's everything going?
Perfect, but there's something in my head that I need to say out loud. You were mentioned about the cochinilla, but we have the bocata de calamares. So this is a war, basically. Well, and talking about food, something that is very important about nutrition and well-being, please join me in welcoming Lisa Beville, Director of the Center of Health and Well-being.
Hello, everyone, and I would also like to welcome you to IE. Thank you to our president, to our guests, to colleagues. It is truly an honor to be able to welcome you to IE. I'm grateful for this opportunity to stand here before you. I'm grateful for your commitment to our community, and grateful for this institution who has been an innovator and at the forefront of bringing well-being into the institution. Now, many of you might be sitting there thinking, great, there's a lot of talk about well-being, but what does that mean? What does that mean for me? Well, I'd like to share with you our framework around the interconnection of body, mind, and soul. This is a way that we can take a holistic approach for leading ourselves. We want to acknowledge how important these elements are in terms of body, mind, and soul, how they are going to shape your lens of seeing the world. They're going to shape your experience, and you have absolute capacity to proactively and intentionally take ownership for your journey. This is day one of a new chapter, and a wonderful chapter of development. It's day one of a new journey, and as with any journey, in a book you read, in a series you watch, you're going to have really high moments and also really low moments. That's all normal and part of the journey. What we want to do is to support you in creating the conditions to build your awareness about this interconnection of body, mind, and soul, and also support you in evidence-based practices that will allow you to have the skills to be able to maneuver and manage and embrace and learn from all of these different experiences in this journey that you have here at IE, but also beyond. We often talk about in the order of body, mind, and soul, but I would like to focus first about soul. We want to go to a better and deeper appreciation of our values, recognizing how those values are going to play a role in your decision-making. Santiago spoke to us about ethics. Ethics is your own integrity, how you choose to live, and you have ownership for that. Of course, we wanted you to use all of the latest tools to support you in your learning. You have a choice of how you use those tools, and we hope you will use them in a way that is supporting your learning and that you feel is in alignment with your values and your personal ethical code. We also want you to consider the relationships that you have. As we've mentioned, gratitude is important. It's important to recognize the journey to this point, the people who have played a role in that journey, and the people who are around you, the relationships that you will develop over the next years. These relationships are fundamental to your overall life satisfaction, and we encourage you to take time to cultivate those relationships. You never know what relationships will come, but it does take practice to really build friendships and just acquaintances as well. And we encourage you to look beyond, as Santiago said, your own nationality to other nationalities and also other programs and other people, your community of professors, the people around you at IE in different programs and in Madrid. And then finally, we want you to consider your contribution. You form a key and integral part of this community. What is your contribution to this community? We have coming up the club fair, IE Day. We have many opportunities for you to engage and get involved. So we encourage you to be curious and consider what are those opportunities and intentionally decide what you'd like to explore, discover, and form a part of your journey and your experience here at IE. Now, beyond that, I do want to go to body and consider our vitality. You had a later start than some of your other cohort members who started at 8:30 this morning. You all know what it feels like to come to where you're expected to be tired, right? Or not feeling totally prepared. Well, that's going to be a lens that's going to shape your journey and your learning capacity. Not only your learning, but your ability to develop those relationships, to manage those emotions, all of those emotions that come. So we encourage you to consider sleep as part of your learning journey, as part of your studies. Because over the night, when you're sleeping, it's like hitting save on all of your studies. And it also sets you up to be able to take in the learning that's coming the next day. It's also a very important time for emotional processing. So if we're not giving ourselves the amount of sleep that we need, we're not able to process, and we take that forward and create more uncertainty and some of those uncomfortable emotions. So we encourage you to take sleep as a priority and build that into your life and your studies at IE. We also encourage you to consider recovery and how you take a break and consider other options, not just your studies, and having fun. Finally, we encourage you to move. Think about movement as integral to your studies as well. How you take use of the space, the sports and well-being spaces, how you consider your commute to IE and maybe building movement there, how you move throughout this tower. And beyond that, these elements of soul and body will contribute to your mind, your brain health, your cognitive functioning will be influenced by that connection to who I am, how I choose to be, how I care for my energy, which will allow you to focus your attention, to be able to take on those difficult challenges that study presents, and to be able to feel a sense of accomplishment from the hard work that comes with study. So I encourage you to not only build your awareness around a holistic approach to caring for yourself, leading yourself, because who you are and how you choose to show up will have an impact, a ripple effect in terms of the culture and community that we create here at IE, and of course beyond. We look to cultivate cultures that will have an impact in terms of a global perspective. So think about your ripple effect and being global citizens. We talk about well-being as balance, finding that balance around body, mind, and soul. We will always be in and out of balance, but we look to cultivate the practices that will help you to keep that balance. We talk about appreciation, so that gratitude, appreciation of the uniqueness of self, acceptance of self, and also appreciation, empathy, and perspective of others. And finally, that perspective not only of where others come from, but a longer-term perspective that will shape better decision-making and will help us in those challenging moments. Those uncomfortable emotions are fundamental to our learning. So embrace them. I welcome you. I'm grateful for you being here, and I wish you a wonderful journey with all of the ups and downs. Thank you.
A big thanks to Lisa. A big thank you to Lisa again. So now for our next speaker. She is our one and only Student Government Vice President this year. Please give a warm welcome to Fiona Young. Let's give her a big round of applause.
Good morning, freshers. Welcome to IE University. My name is Fiona. I'm a third-year law student in Madrid, but I did my first 2 years in Segovia. And I have the honor of serving as your student government vice president. I can't tell you how excited I am to be here, standing in front of all of you and welcoming you to this incredible community. And just so you know about student government, we are the bridge between students and administration. So we organize events, we propose academic reforms, we organize other initiatives, and we're always here for any of your questions or concerns. So always feel free to come to me or any of the other amazing members of our student government. So I know the nerves in this room are probably running high. So let me try to ease the tension with a little quote from Jerry Seinfeld. According to most studies, people's #1 fear is public speaking. #2 is death. This means that if you're at a funeral, you're better off in the coffin than giving the eulogy. Thank you for that. Oh, okay. Okay, thanks, guys. I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, if you're feeling nervous because it's your first day, remember you're not alone, and at least you're not up here, right? I'm really nervous, so. So you can probably imagine how nervous I am right now, but I said yes, and that's the theme of my speech today, saying yes. So what makes IE so special? Everyone has their own opinion, but for me, it's a combination of things. The professionalism of our professors, the richness of campus life, the countless networking opportunities, and maybe most importantly, the international diverse student body. Just look around this room. Here, you'll find classmates from Spain, Latin America, North America, Asia, Africa, the Middle East, and Europe. Every corner of the world. Each of you brings a story, a perspective, and an experience that will make this campus richer, more dynamic, and more inspiring. Okay, I want you to turn to the person next to you and ask them to say yes to you in their native language. And if you think they're cute, maybe get down on one knee while you're at it. Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for the participation and the pitiful chuckles. I really appreciate it. So why focus on yes? Probably all of you have already said yes today, but do you really understand the importance of the word? It can be the difference between a rejection and a new relationship, between a dull weekend and an unforgettable memory, between just going through the motions and actually changing your life. For me, over the past 2 years, yes has meant joining clubs, meeting new people, and becoming a part of student government. I've learned that yes is like a fine perfume. It's essential to wear because you don't want to smell bad, but it can also be overwhelming if overdone. What I mean is this: you have to say yes, and you should say it often, but yes carries weight. It comes with commitment. And as important as it is to say yes, it's just as important, if not more so, to follow through. Saying yes doesn't mean burning out or overcommitting. It means being open to what matters most to you. 2 years ago, I was sitting right where you are right now, and guys, the idea of standing up here giving this speech, I never would have thought it would be me. Never, like, for real. And here I am, because I said yes. Like I said before, life on campus, our professors, and our professional opportunities are some of the most valuable aspects of this university. And what do they all have in common? The word yes. Will you benefit from professors if you say yes to lectures and office hours? Will you benefit from campus life if you say yes to clubs, new friends, or leadership positions? Will you benefit from networking if you say yes to meetings and events? Absolutely. The word yes opens all of these doors. And sometimes the best thing about saying yes isn't even the opportunity itself, but who you become by stepping into it. What I want you to take away is this. IE truly makes it easy to get involved, to build connections, and to pursue your dreams. But only if you take advantage of the opportunities around you and say yes. To conclude, I want to give each of you some of my best advice. Firstly, on your way home tonight, pick up a bottle of wine and some jamon to give to your neighbors. Segovia is a really small town with locals who have jobs and families, and a little gift will go a long way for your next few pre-games. Secondly, enjoy the nightlife. Trust me, it's amazing, but don't lose sight of your academics. Your GPA matters, and the first year is the best time to build it high. Thirdly, don't take tequila from Drillos. You're just gonna have to trust me on this one, you guys. Lastly, but most importantly, say yes. Say yes to something that scares you, to an opportunity you didn't expect. Say yes to the unknown, because every yes you give has the potential to shape your future. Thank you for your time, your attention, and your openness to what's ahead. IE is what you make of it, so make it unforgettable. Congratulations on this milestone, and once again, welcome to IE.
Thanks, Fiona. Big thank you again to Fiona. Let's give another round of applause for her and all of our amazing speakers today. As Fiona was mentioning, we're all about owning your experience at IE. So thank you for listening to all the information. We're now going to watch a short video to help you get to know our beloved Segovia campus just a little bit better.
Welcome aboard the Segovia campus. You've just landed on a site with more than 800 years of history. We promise this video won't last as long as that. Your journey starts and ends at the Aula Magna, where you're sitting right now. We save this for landmark events, one of them being your future graduation. To get here, you walk through the Claustro Central, remember? It's the heart of the Segovia campus and gives direct access to our conference rooms and campus life, but not to the freshly brewed coffee waiting for you in the cafeteria. For that, just head outside to the East Wing, where you'll also find the athletics area, the infirmary, the archaeology unit, and administration. Please note that this is a multi-story building, so not everything is located on the ground floor. On floor -1, you'll find the Cave Cafe and the Fab Lab, our architecture and design workshop that's just as stylish as you'd expect. The first floor is home to the library, global markets, the media lab, the registration office, and talent and careers. And finally, on the second floor, you'll find most of our school offices and our counseling service. Feel free to explore campus with or without your coffee to find the classrooms. There's actually a trick for this. Classrooms that start with a 1 are on the ground floor. Those that start with a 2 are on the first floor. And when it's a 3, they're on the second floor. Trust us, this is a really helpful tip. Remember, if you're lost, just head to the Claustro Central. There, you might stumble upon other confused students who you can team up with. On behalf of the entire crew, we thank you for your time and attention. And most importantly, prepare for takeoff, because your future starts now.
Really great information for you to start off your first year on the right foot. And so we're also going to look at another short video to take a look at the place that you'll now be calling home, Segovia.
Segovia is spellbinding. Once you've been there, you won't be able to forget it. Alleys that feel like labyrinths, endless nature trails, culture, and more culture. A place on the UNESCO World Heritage List.
Sure, that's all true, but studying in Segovia, that's something else.
You'll need all 5 senses for this journey. Are you ready? You're going to see history up close.
And admire it from afar!
Listen, can you hear that?
It's the sound of your new adventure. Because Segovia is about seeing, hearing,
I'm running.
devour the whole mountain, savor the forest air, and study with the river as your soundtrack. It's like watching a movie, all the time. Because in this city, the magic is palpable.
Yes, of course, but listen to this.
It's the sound of life in the squares, the boutiques in the center. It's the bustle of the bars where we hang out with friends.
Look, look. Feel this.
Oh my God, look at that.
It's the flavor of Segovia.
Wow, look at the cochinillo.
Wow.
It's the mouth-watering aroma of tapas and wine.
Look, look.
How the taste.
Get ready to hear every language that's been invented.
Hi.
Cuckoo. Ciao.
Are you in?
You'll feel right at home, because within 2 days, you'll be part of the herd.
A night out in Madrid?
Let your senses drive your adventure. The capital's a step away, and Portugal is just around the corner.
Let's make it a weekend to remember.
You'll get to know Segovia from all angles. Because this city is something else.
Wow, now that's a photo.
It's magical, unique, and full of different tones.
That you never get tired of.
Take in its history, embrace its atmosphere, behold its charm, and feel its rhythm. By day,
And at night,
are you ready to awaken your senses in Segovia?
Well, it's almost a wrap for this welcome ceremony today. Let's just get a sense of how everyone's feeling in the room. Let's hear some cheers to see how your energy is feeling. Okay, not too tired. Good, good, good. Amazing. Well, we're going to connect with our Madrid peers as well to say goodbye. Let's see if Saul is here.
Yes, we're here. Okay, and Madrid campus is here?
Amazing, Saul. Great energy over there as well. Let's also show Saul and thank him for his time today by giving a big, big round of applause for our Madrid team.
And finally, a good applause for Elisa back in Segovia.
Thank you so much, Saul.
Goodbye, Elisa.
Goodbye. Have a great first week,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Looking forward to seeing you at the Hay Festival, too, here in Segovia. We hope to see you there. Amazing. Thanks. So everyone here, now that we're here in the Aula Magna, we're going to head over to the Student Government Mixer now. You saw in one of the videos a map, and I know it can be kind of confusing. So our Campus Life team is going to be outside also helping you with the signage to make sure you know where to go. It's taking place in the Cave Garden. So this is a great moment, thanks to our amazing student government, thanks to Fiona and her team, for you to get to know each other, speak a little bit, have some drinks. There's a dunk tank as well, so I know it's a little bit colder than expected, but if anyone wants to be brave and take a shot at going to the dunk tank, this is your moment. And it's really more than anything for you to get to know each other. So we're looking forward to seeing you around campus. Thank you and have a great day.